Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
3rd down and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Caught right side. It's Snead. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nick Fairley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go now. Green, 30, Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll send the receiver here in motion right. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Alex Anzalone, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Ginn. Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On first down, Breeze. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Ready? You ready? Under. Ready? You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Easy.
Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Trying to improve. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bullard able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Ready.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, Ingram looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run with Howard. And his first carry, he loses the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call it.
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Breeze now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd and 10 here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kamara, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On play action, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. It's complete to Flater. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. On second down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Breeze to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is a 26-yard attempt. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Trubisky. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Breeze. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They run it again with Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Breeze to throw on second down. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Breeze on third down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this is off the crossbar. Denied a chance to take the lead, but to no avail. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard!
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, How about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. And this is caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, #8 on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that makes it a 9-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw, it's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Breeze. And he's got it over the middle, Fleener. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ready, 14.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
0-2, 0-2.
Breeze now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Craig Robertson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the tight end has it. It's Fleener. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Instead, the punter out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Trubisky with the give to Howard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Lucky
On
19. 19.
the toss play, Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 3rd third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw, Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They go counter with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Steps away to his left. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he's got room. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Caught right side, it's Snead. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds. Remaining. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, a high-scoring affair, and the Chargers have now taken the lead. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. One final try here for Breeze.